Hello there everyone and welcome back to another review video for Eurovision 2026. Today I've gotten all the way to Lithuania. I suppose we're probably around the halfway mark or something like that, either now or soon. Lithuania, of course, I really have to say, lately, in the last, I want to say, maybe almost, not quite 10 years, but lately they have become one of my favorite countries in Eurovision, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way. I feel like they're being a little bit of a powerhouse lately. I mean, I've loved Tavoakis, I loved Luktelk, I loved Sentimentai, I loved Discotheque on Fire. They had When We're Old back a few years ago as well. Wasn't too big on Stay, but as you can see, there are many songs in the last few years that have really been up my alley from Lithuania. And this year, they've sent the song Sólo Quiero Más by Lion Ceccah. I have no idea how this name is supposed to be pronounced, but I remember this artist from the national final of last year. I remember liking the song. I haven't listened to it since. I don't really remember that much about it. I remember a unique kind of styling in the performance or whatnot, but that's about it. I should definitely go back and listen to it again because I remember liking it. However, today it's all about Sólo Quiero Más, and let's take a listen right away, shall we? Making sure the volume's good, and human, a noun, any living or extinct. Okay, I didn't have time to read. So maybe we have a little music video here. No, we're getting to the song. Okay. It's a very suspenseful opening. I like this. Just this kind of siren-like note, very faint in the background, and the vocal becomes so central because of it. Strings. This is an effective opening. I like this a lot, honestly. Why not? Unique sound design coming in there. Dynamic little switch up with some elements in there. The backing vocals nicely harmonizing there. This is a very lively kind of world building they're going for here. I like that a lot. Properly transformative. Incredibly compelling just where this song is heading. A little electronica beat. You've got these very minimalistic strings in there too. That's a nice rhythm. It kind of goes onto the backbeat there on the second round. Huh? You just know this is up my alley. It's a strong melody in the chorus too. Like how the beat came in there. They built towards this first chorus very nicely. This is well made. Kind of killing the energy here entirely. They really need to kind of portray this whole kind of flow of the track within the live performance too. The strings are nice, but maybe the song kind of needed to maintain a bit of energy here. It lost its momentum entirely. I'm supposing like it's a purposeful, like it's done this way for a reason. Of course, the second build becomes effective because of it. They play around with the cutoff filter here on the arpeggio coming in. It's a more laid-back kind of approach for the second chorus here with the beats. That's nice. Maybe this should have been the first chorus, and then the more high-energy one could have been the second. Would have seemed more cohesive in the structure, wouldn't it? I like everything like conceptually about it as well. There seems to be a proper purpose with the track. Yeah, that is a nice little listen. Very nicely arranged song, I would say. Sound design is perfect, really. It's very playful in that sense, and the production is strong on this track. I like the moments, like particularly the first minute or so, really setting the tone. It becomes very captivating, leading into the first chorus. And I'm definitely along for the ride, very much so. for what it sets out to do in the first half of the track. Then when it kills its momentum, I am a little bit thrown off, and the song never really kicks into the proper gear, I feel. The kind of, I mean, I get it. You don't want the song to be as explosive or as dynamic as maybe I would have wished for it to be, because I think that maybe speaks against the purpose of it. However, I just feel like when I listened to it, I wanted so much more from it. I wanted it to properly get going. I wanted it to properly just grab me for the ride and just leave and really like burst into a proper finale. Not only that, but like the chorus is really being more hard-hitting and definitely punchy in that sense, because I feel like the laid-back approach they're going for here, it's not going to be as attention-grabbing as maybe they seek out, like they intend for it to be. At least not for me when I listen to it. I feel like I definitely would have needed a bit more oomph to the track, a bit more force, the pulse really to be a bit more maybe distorted or just punchy, layer it a bit more, actually get the song going into some proper energetic part. And I get it, like maybe that's not the point of the track, and what they're doing here, they went for it and they've executed their vision perfectly, and for some people that will really work. But when I listened to it, I felt like I really wanted this song to take me for the ride that it really wants, that it really could have gone on, and really just floor me with that. At the moment, I have to say I am a little bit underwhelmed, because I felt like the vision and the ambition was there to do more with this. Like in the opening part of the track, you have this really crisp sound design. It's very dynamic in the backing track. It sets the tone so nicely with a suspenseful kind of tone, with this little faint siren in the background. You've got the sparse detailing with these small little percussive elements of just impact hits in the background. That's just so neat, and the vocal being so clear at the top of it all and very attention grabbing. And then leading into the first chorus, I'm so hooked by it. I'm intrigued. I like how the beat comes in, and I think it's a catchy melody to the chorus too. It feels like the foundation is definitely there. But if for me, in my subjective preference, I would probably return to this song more often if it was like set, like if it had a remix or something like that, which is not a good thing, but that's just because of what I'm looking for in a song like this, because I felt like the foundation was there for this to be more energetic, more captivating in terms of actually having energy, having something compelling and engaging within the rhythms, within the song actually developing into something more. And that's really what I was looking for when I listened to it. And that's me a bit being like boxed into my own head of what I expect and what I want. So I should hold that back a little bit and think about this objectively. But what it really comes down to at the end of the day is the impression that I get. And I have to be honest with myself of that impression. I still very much liked what I heard here. But the thing that's going to keep bothering me a little bit in my head is that for me, I wanted something else. I wanted a different development. I wanted an expansion properly towards the end. And I didn't get that, and that's what's holding back my enjoyment for it at the moment. Once I've listened to the song a few more times, I will get used to the approach they took, and then I can really make up my mind if I warm up to it. But right now, I feel like maybe this song will fall a little bit behind because it does not have that memorability factor that I think a lot of other songs have. But that's just how I approach it right now. I'm intrigued to see it on stage, though, because I feel like there's a vision to that as well, and maybe the purpose of the track is something you can pair into the performance and make that properly translate through the screen and really hammer home its message and its concept. But at the moment, as a studio cut, I'm not entirely sold, and I have to be honest about that. Still, I think it's a cool effort. I really enjoyed it for many, many different reasons. I just think this could have been like one of my big, big, big favorites. And at the moment, it's unfortunately not. However, still enjoyed it. Those were my thoughts about this song from Lithuania this year for Eurovision 2026. Do let me know, what do you think of Sólo Quiero Más here? In the comments if you want to share your thoughts. I'll be looking forward to reading all about it. Hopefully you will also join me for the next review. I believe Luxembourg will be up next. So that's the next one. And join me for that if you're interested. Take care of yourselves until then, and bye for now.